Well, good morning, everyone. It's Mhorgrimm, and welcome to my second series of Warhammer 40,000's Rogue Trader. After much consideration and discussing with two of my special viewers, I've decided to try again playing with Lord Captain Mhorgrimm. I had considered starting a Heretic run, and I'd actually recorded a session of it and let people view it, but it seems that they were more interested in what I was doing with Lord Captain Mhorgrimm. We'll try it as a Grim Darkness run. If we die, what happens is we'll continue on despite the fact that it's a failed run. As I set up, I suppose I can show you the custom portrait I came up with for the Heretic one. You get it from Nexus Mods. Red King has a bunch of these, I guess you can say, AI generated images that look not bad. They can be inspiring. We want to use Mhorgrimm here. Okay, so his face. Oh, I think that's a bit better, that one. Okay. Body will go with what we have. Oh, skin color's good. Okay, hair. Now, when I look at his image, he's got gray dreads. Do I go with that or that? We'll go with those dreads there. I don't see any of the hairstyles. Like, they don't have one with dreadlocks hanging down to the sides. So we'll go with that. Now his eyebrows. You don't really see too much the eyebrows on these. That's a bit too much. Maybe. It gives him some eyebrows, but it doesn't overpower. Beard-wise, I'm not sure about the... It does look cool, though. See, it doesn't look like a full beard. It looks more like a goatee to me when I look at it there. We don't... really have the goatee that we're kind of looking for, do we? As we're supposed to take inspiration from this character. Like, that's kind of close, but I want it... Maybe. You know, maybe we'll stick with that. Maybe. Okay. Eyebrow color, just make sure it's set matching. Okay, tattoos. Now, I'll call this one, he's a rogue trader, but we're going with our crime lord origin again. So let's go with he needs a that tattoo under his eye there. Doesn't really stick out, does it? Okay, however, we want his arm not to be chaosy. Looks a little too chaos. See, that's a no. Yeah, so we'll get that. Now, this symbol here, let's go to... This is the Rogue Trader symbol of the Rogue Traders. It's a shame that you can't put that on like a shoulder blade or another arm somewhere. Actually, I do kind of like that. Okay, so we don't want to, let's see, so we'll go with the red eyes. We browned, yellowed. Because that's a little too much. I think that's good. Because I'd love to give him like more tattoos other than the 3 that he's got. Like I'd like 2 more that I could do on his arm or his back or something. Like I really wish I could do like a Rogue Trader one right there on his pec or something. I'll have it as like his, I guess, his like crime lord background. Let's see, not faded. Shoot, that's not too bad. I like that. And then, you know, eventually you can reduce. No, we'll keep the tattoos. So it's pass. So augment number 1. We need something on the face. Like so. And I think augment number 2, because he's got these hoses coming in and out of his head. Like, there's no point in that one, you just can't see it. Like, I can do that. What about this one? Always got like the damage on his face, and I kind of like that one. Okay, his voice.
For the glory of the dynasty.
No.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Nope.
The best defense is a good offense. I don't need luck. I have strategy.
It's not bad.
Let chaos paint the stars red.
What curiosity unveils itself before me?
No.
Looks like we have a problem on our hands.
The voice sounds more like what the characters looks like to me.
Now that's interesting. Done and done. Didn't see that one coming, did you?
Alright, so we do know that he's born on a forge world. The whole point of this is he's basically a smuggler that, shall we say, supplied the less savory demands of tech priests, the Adeptus. Which means I need to figure out what he does. Does he have sub-skin armor, which gives him like some? His locomotion makes him move fast, or analytics. I think it's an analytics skill, like, because he would have been evaluating things. No, we know what he is. He's a crime lord. Arbiter can be nuts. Like, I know there's a build where you can do a sanctioned psyker blade dancer or an arbiter blade dancer. Just causes so much damage. But this is about role-playing. Now that's kind of a gray-blue coat. That's brown. Green. It's gray. Green. That's too green. Dark green. I think that's as close as we're gonna get to his outfit. Yeah, it looks close to his outfit, doesn't it? Like, yeah. Commissar, no. Definitely not. Nope, nope, nope. No. Like, if I was going to do a Dogmatic run, definitely an Arbiter. And of course, Heretic run, the Psyker or the Noble. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, next. How did he make his name? Corrupt an entire star system and turn into a den of thieves. Nope. Stripped an Elysian cardinal of priceless treasure led to... Okay, maybe. Let's say we won in a void war contest. Do they have one that's got like a red? It's a little green. It's got that red, like, can't quite match it, so we'll still stick with that. I think this prevailing in a shadow war is good. Rise of a chaos cult. You were arrested and thoroughly interrogated. I think letting a chaos cult rise. Now, I think being an operative is the way to go, or an officer. Use their willpower and fellowship to improve the combat abilities of their allies, turning them even greater. Or an operative. Well, the operative lets him become a grand strategist or an overseer. Whereas the officer lets you become that's a master technician. Okay, let's see. And you get last volley and a couple other things. Whereas a grand strategist is a master position themselves. Increase, so he becomes more like the commander. An overseer. Maybe an overseer. But I think operative is the way to go. Alright. I want him to be highly intelligent. Highly perceptive. Good with his combat. Intelligence. And then maybe we raise his fellowship up a bit. Now, do we stick with the standard one? Which does have the bridge that looks a lot like where we're in. Or do we go with the Firestorm? I think the Firestorm looks good. Unbound Avarice. I like that one. Alright, and we know we're going to go with Mhorgrimm. Why? So there we go. Like I said, we'll play this as the character that Mhorgrimm would be in this world.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Okay, so I would be... Do you have a particular reason for disturbing me?
My apologies. I did not seek you out to pester you with unwanted attention. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtvir, Master of Whispers, in the employ of her ladyship rogue trader Theodora von Valancius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
I'm now to introduce myself as, my name is Mhorgrimm.
My regards, Master. Or should I say, von Valancius, scion of a blessed rogue trader house in the service of the Imperium. Perhaps this kinship came as a shock to you. Understandably so, given that all evidence of the connection was lost in the generations separating you and Lord Captain Theodora. It required no small effort on the part of her ladyship's servants to discover and verify this blood tie, which has now made you one of the heirs of this dynasty.
So I would play everything close to the chest. Mhorgrimm would not be sharing information, so I assume he had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let's address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Ethelthrad von Valancius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
So you can see it's like by the right of blood, we have the right to inherit this. I'm going to turn off the tutorials. And have a look at myself here. So we have our stub revolver. Now, if I'd taken this one here, if I'd taken the one with like the subdermal skin, I would have had some armor, which, you know, I could have taken.
Onward to victory.
Because you can see he's got a metal arm, so it's going to be all metal. So if you got hit there, it reduces damage. Like, I could have taken that. But I have a 14% better chance of scoring a critical by my analysis skills.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
So let us go meet the Lord Captain.
Disciplinam Deo Imperator, nec deficiamus. Sapiens deminabitur astais.
So copying, oh, so it's the Lex.
Venture forth.
Is there a way to get him to talk slightly less? As a formation? Always that. Option. Sound. Frequency of... that's what I want. Occasionally.
One of the von Valancius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
is a shame that there's not as many body types. So start. It'll walk forward and kill one. Or two. Okay. So he's an operative. So I have surefire plan. What I want to do is analyze him, take a shot.
Said, so done.
So the servitors are basically lobotomized humans that have had cybernetic implants put in. So they act as your robots and your computers, servants. Because there is no AI in the... They don't use AI in the Imperium. And called abominable intelligence. Due to an historic war with AI robots, the Men of Iron. So if you've ever seen Dune, that's the
poor timing
same reason they don't use AI in Dune. They have
malfunction on the officer's deck at
the people that
exactly
act
the
as computers.
same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
And yes, out of character, we do know that it's him that's caused this.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Okay, curt bow. Oh, so the windows just look into another room. So yeah, it was a short circuit.
Stay sharp.
So yeah, in 40K, the greatest resource is technically people. Begins to hum for a couple seconds. Okay. Of course, we have a temple to the... Well, it's a temple of the God Emperor, supposedly, but it seems to be all about von Valancius, like all the names, everything. So to, you know, enforce the power.
Let's seize the moment.
Okay. And then we have this. Great lifts moving around the ship. You see they've gone 40K, everything is about the gothic aesthetic. So yeah, we are up on the officer's deck, which is well above the lower decks, down where the masses toil.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Let's look around the room. 30 years old, implants. Oh, we have implants too. Out of
Our
sleep.
second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Let's see. Dangerous aliens. I don't think we would purge it. These reports of spirits certainly sound like evidence of heresy. However, I'd put my interests first, no matter what it means to have to use. The riches of Aeon 6 would be mine.
Yes. Now I see the blood of the dynasty in your veins. Greed disguised as pride and vanity. What say you to that, Edelthrad? There is an answer that is quite different from yours, isn't it?
Perhaps I have not yet acquainted myself with all the intricacies of serving on the frontier. But my loyalty to the God Emperor forbids even a shadow of such thoughts. Heresy, whatever form it might take, must be exterminated. And there can be no place for base ambitions. I know his tenets well, unlike our new acquaintance.
Well, he wouldn't say it that way. That's too much. Both servants. Nope. Tell him to shut his mouth. No. Let's go with, I gave a straight answer.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here?
I don't know yet. I'd hoped you'd clarify it.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity.
Okay.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
Mm-hmm.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
I'm ready to take on this sacred purpose.
Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader. Bloodright alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
So did I hear correctly? Your master Whispers is related to you?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Well, thank you for clarifying. May I ask questions?
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
So an incident took place on the officer's deck. Servitors went berserk.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
So the Gellerfield is what protects you in the warp. The warp's like an alternate dimension. The Gellerfield basically creates a field of reality around the ship as you travel through unreality. And then the unreality is where the demons of the warp live.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Mm-hmm.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Yeah, because most ships are centuries or millennia old. Let's see. What are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
I have no more questions.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, If the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Doing a lot of yawning. So before we get in this battle, I'm just going to filter myself some water and get my beams ready for the wonderful, wonderful bean juice of coffee. Please wait a second. Just didn't want to disturb everyone with the sound of grinding. Or this, well, just the sound of grinding. But everything's ready to go that way. Coffee will be ready before the battle's done. End the dialogue. Let's just check some settings. I think that's good. Like I was wondering about that's what I want. Get rid of the tooltips. We've been ambushed.
Look out!
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I took care of this one.
My faith strengthens me. The glory of the Imperium.
That was a good shot. Really good. 3 kills.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Well, I'm obviously going to get behind cover because... not him. Put him down.
I am your doom.
Not really.
Just a minor setback.
Chaos guides me.
Ooh, plasma pistol.
Reduced to dust. One fewer target.
Well, not really reduced to dust.
Follow my lead. Death to the heretics.
And we'll expose him. And not snipe. Oh well.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Let's end the combat.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
So they panic when the unwashed masses. Again, it's a giant parody on the class system. And yes, the Imperium are not good guys. There are no good guys in 40K. That's kind of the point. That's why it's grim dark. That's why it's dystopian. That's why it's great. What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Alright, let's get to work on that then. What do we got here? Massive metal structure. Now there's going to be no windows to the outside as we're in the warp. And seeing the warp would drive you mad. So you can see that they've raised these to prevent boarding actions from getting to them.
Onward to victory.
Kind of a neat design idea. Also, like, from a lore perspective and from a game management perspective, this keeps you from running off.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, just getting my coffee in position. Should be prepared. French press going. Yes, just begin your speeches.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, pull yourself together.
Mm-hmm.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
It's Theodora.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Mm-hmm. You think? Again, we all know it's him. But what he says is true. It's an organized mutiny. Now, Mhorgrimm would be familiar enough with the warp, so he would know who would attempt a mutiny in the warp. Why, crazy people that worship chaos. A dogmatic one. If I was doing a dogmatic playthrough, I would definitely be about execute the traitors. I think we'd be 3. We must provide immediate assistance to those who are still in the middle of the decks. Perhaps we might stop this wave from spreading.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Sure.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
True.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance. And if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support.
Not impressed by my
I'm
coffee.
not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-militant. And taking into consideration Edelthrad's psyker powers.
Not impressed with my coffee. It's very watery. Maybe not good breams.
Then it's settled. Find Ethelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
I hear and obey.
Then move out! Mort, come.
Treat her like a crime boss. Yeah, I tried a new brand of coffee. Yeah, the beans aren't as good.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I shall make do. Lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Betrayal.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
What's the meaning?
You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition, or I will spill it for you. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What is it, inbred? Your blood too thin?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valancius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
Well, maybe 4. Let's join together.
I may consider it, once you've done what I need you to do.
Alright, I'll help you. Just spare me.
Boy. Then go to the Sentinel at the gates of the Warrant Chamber and fulfill your destiny. I had hoped to feed Ethelthrad to the machine. He is the one who caught Theodora's eye, after all. But since procuring him has proved difficult, you will have to do.
Let's examine device. Some archaeotech. So that's before the Imperium of Man, basically. Like, it's not 40Ks, think like 22K AD or something. Sentinel's a servitor. Look for a weapon. Put my hand in the maw. Needle goes into my hand.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Yes, I require assistance.
Accepted.
There is still another way.
And now we look at the warrant to trade.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by.
Are you the warrant sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
I need a weapon.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
Okay, put me in contact with the Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
Alright, lead me away.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
So my job is to seal the warrant chamber.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
May your souls never lose the fervor and fire the boasted. Now, a dogmatic playthrough would be kind of fun. Probably challenging too.
Run, fools, or fall! Master, whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me, what is the meaning of this?
Conrad, I don't think there's a traitor. We parted ways in the outside. He summoned me and brought me here.
What?
Didn't take revenge on Theodore for something. Trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of the plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
So it would seem, but he is not here. We have a mutiny to end.
Indeed. Indeed. That is easier said than done, of course. But seeing one of Lady Theodora's heirs alive inspires at least some degree of optimism.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, and then you're going to be given another med kit. Because the med kit is to heal.
I am beholden.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
Mm-hmm.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
Navigator Sanctum, lead the way.
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
Loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
You are my next offering of sacrifice.
You go there and distract them.
I serve the ruinous powers. I bring ruin.
Him. Don't want him coming near me. Oh, that's right. Gather round. And kill him. Let's see. Sorry, thought there was a knock at my door. There was not. %, and I missed. Ugh.
Such is the will of chaos.
Yes, get close. Someone must be doing work upstairs. Oh, combat's over. Combat went well. Alright, so I need a sword and a gun. And a level. Okay, so tech use, logic, lore. I think I should take lore no matter what. for role-playing purposes, because like all Mhorgrimm's would have been knowledge to be able to make the sales right. Carouse. Coercion. It's kind of an officer, so make sure the coercion skill's high enough to command or persuade. To the Navigator Sanctum.
I hear it. Here, on the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abala, how they sing.
This is Iconoclast, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well.
Okay.
Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrad's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
Yeah, and you can see on the wall different things, eyes and appearing. The warp leads to actual possession. Like, think demonic possession. What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the Navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the Engineerium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Engineer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's Sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
So yeah, souls are basically food to demons, so yeah. We must make sure the Navigator as well.
Oh no. 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 Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Navigators have a third eye that lets them see in the warp, but if they expose that, it pretty much kills everyone around them. That's... yeah. Well, let's go save the navigator. So let's see, Adira goes there, I go there, Abelard charges ahead, and she takes care of them. Oh, she hurt herself.
Here we go.
Chop. Charge.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Oh, not bad.
Let's get to it.
Oh, an exemplary strike.
Let's make it quick.
Good work, Abelard.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Give Abelard a pointed look.
Master Vespidus.
Your time is short.
Our time is short to do what?
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Ah! It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
Yeah, Abelard, Navigator's alive. What do we do?
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespidas, good luck. And thank you.
Okay, so Navigator's slowly losing it due to possession. Time to get out.
Let's see this through.
Oh, here we go. Okay. It's the Navigator's Sanctum. All his servants are dead. Alright. So what did we gather? Psychic staff is exactly the same. You get a sword. I'll give you an auto gun in case you can't get in range. Nope, sword is good enough. Is there anything down here? Okay,
Launching
so
ahead.
fleshy sealed. Well, let's go meet our next companion.
Your ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot this.
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my Emperor.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Mhorgrimm von Valancius, Lord Captain's
The
heir.
hour is dark and daunting. Ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I'm no traitor, sister. You can be sure of that.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution.
Continue.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
So, what is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing here in the ship?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Understandable.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
We must get to the main
Through
hall.
this door, I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomap with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Yeah, she'd be fun with a dogmatic playthrough. been blocked. Okay. We're covering your back. Well, yeah.
Venture forth.
Okay. We can get rid of the sword and the last pistol. Give her a sniper rifle for now. Three, 4, 6, 8. You get to have a sword. You get to have an auto pistol. Let's go. Alright, so I want her there. I go there. Abelard bravely blocks there.
Doubt is for the weak.
Run and gun. Let's see. What's this one now? Furious Recital. Okay. Gives us more momentum. You good shot, Adira? Increases dodge and parry.
Will do.
Out of my way!
Crush the feeble.
Death to non-believers!
Okay. Yeah, stay there and guard.
Powers. Chaos guides me.
I am your doom.
Death to the weak.
You're a problem.
Chaos guides me.
See, it's good that I gave her a hand weapon. So now she can defend herself. And analyze him.
I am your doom.
I doubt it. Oops. Well, take him out then. And him out.
Out of my way!
I serve the ruinous powers.
Hmm. There you go, Abelard. Free to act. Get Adira in position. Not a great shot, but it'll have to do. Hey there. I don't want to shoot the Rabillard.
Such is the world of chaos.
Alright, loot away. Replica of my ship.
Onward
ship.
to
Not
victory.
my ship. Not yet. Goods. Open the door, Mhorgrimm. Oh, what is this? So this enhances my tech use. Well, let's enhance the tech use.
Let's seize the moment.
These are our logic man.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
Okay. Alright, let's level up. Expose weakness. So remove all the exploits from the increasing their dodge, parry, and armor. Fair enough. Endure. Expose weakness. Rubble and slaughter. There. Have the sister battle ready. So, they've made themselves a temporary barricade. Well,
Stay sharp.
Are you lost, my heir?
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
This is impossible.
I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. That power over reality. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Edel. What are we waiting for?
Take my pain away. The Emperor guide me. No. Save the people. As we're not going to try and walk through fire.
Go. The thing that was standing in front of us in the fire, I could.
I worry about a pillar that can be knocked over by some small arms fire. But yeah, I'm not going to take a heretical option.
Too late! We are too late! Or perhaps Edelthrad and his escort never made it here. Which would be even worse.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak. Without us.
My lord, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
Okay.
To the bridge. If Edelthrad is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's Voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Mort headed for earlier.
Sounds good. To the bridge with you. Anything here?
Venture forth.
No. Alright, well they're holding off. Oh, what's this? What's this? Enhances logic. Well, we'll take this. Gives him a bit closer to his look. Okay, to the captain's quarters. All clear. Mm-hmm.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls. No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath.
Mm-hmm.
It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
Voidsphere wanted her to suffer.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here, and he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last.
Mm-hmm.
How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Go examine the Arch-Militant. An auto pistol shot. Okay. Another auto pistol. Mm-hmm. Inspect the shards. So they look oily. Dear, what do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces, drawing closer. Lady Theodora, and Conrad, and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure. Tainted witchcraft.
Inspect the papers. Handwritten letter with a seal. Okay, so that's the interrogators. Nadira, can you touch Lady Theodora?
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in a warp.
Alright, we'd best be on our way.
The crucible of battle calls to me once more.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
Okay. Grants 5 fellowship for each enemy in a 2-cell radius. Well, that's definitely Abelard, because I'm sniping. Plus 10 bonus to lore. So dogmatic follower. Okay, we'll have to clean this up. Abelard. Me. Idira. Now this will keep them busy. Analyze. That went well. That. Let's do a run and gun. Now these guys. Improve our momentum. Ugh. Oh, good dodge.
Non-believers.
Well, gathering close together is good. All right. Let's take it out.
Guided by faith.
Force him to move a bit.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Do they now? Expose his weaknesses. But of course I don't hit. It's not like he can do anything, so just slowly chip away. Combat servitor dealt with. Leveling up dealt with. Okay. The one where it's like toughness if your intelligence is less than 35. Sorry, Abelard, you're just not smart. Dismantling attack. Okay. Ballistics calculation. If an operative attacks a target affected by an exploit from distance, makes him slightly better at sniping. Daring breach. Whenever one attacked, they gain +1 percentage slot to the end of combat. Start of the turn. Makes him slightly more durable. Makes her better at shooties. Camaraderie. If adjacent. She just starts doing more and more damage as the battle goes on.
Marching ahead.
To the bridge.
Now that was easy.
Huh?
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Help has arrived. Too late to change the tide, I'm afraid. But if there is any honor in you, we can at least die with dignity and give our lives for the rogue trader.
You look dreadful.
I am still standing, and I have enough strength in me for one more fight. All that truly concerns me is this. Where is the Lord Captain?
She's dead. I found her in the Archimilitant in her study.
God Emperor preserve us. The rogue traitor is dead. The ship has lost her Lord Captain, and the house its head.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
The ship can still be steered out of the warp. We still have to restore communications.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We are out of time.
No, Ethelred, this complicates things.
The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm. And farewell.
Okay.
Accursed traitor! A time will come when you will bleed for her ladyship Theodora's murder!
Remember my words, for they are the vow of he who marches toward his death.
Okay. All right. Let's get to it.
What? Theodora is dead? No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
End dialogue.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Nope, he just did. Now you're SOL. All right, me there. You there. You there. You there. Start.
I know what to do.
And... Burst fire. Begin our hymn. Let's do more.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
All right, let's start killing heretics.
I will do my duty.
And what's this one? Brace for impact.
Break them below.
Yeah, I'd prefer if you not hit me. Let's make you better dodging. Oh, no, let's add exploits. Oh, they're going after the... So cast spawns take the lives of allies to heal themselves. Or exploits.
See that one coming, did you?
Heal yourself.
annihilate.
So we're taking damage each turn. Awesome.
What is this foreboding?
Operative all exploits, so no. What do these do? Argenta, you dodge. Ooh. Those crewmen didn't go well.
My faith strengthens me.
Okay. Analyze. More damage. Run and gun. Put him down.
At your beck and call.
Endure.
Why did I not foresee this?
Okay, so we got the chaos spawn off our bridge. Blade shard. Oh, let's see. Increasing your dodge is probably better. Increase your fellowship. When the Werewolf is unconscious, +1 bonus damage in combat. So we'll do that. If Abelard goes down, we do more damage.
Onward to victory.
The heir is dead. He sacrificed himself.
Rival, Master Helmsman, systems status report.
By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal. Living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry, we'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
We need to reestablish contact. We need to get out of the warp.
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
What must I do?
Take the Lord Captain's seat. Order the final preparations. Wait for the officers to report and... blast it all to the void! Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up to the throne, Master. These people are about to do the impossible. The least they deserve is the solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot. Please, hurry. Every second we waste is a terrible risk.
How'd you people survive in here?
Must have been Providence. It better have been the Emperor's, not someone else's. When they barged in here, the ones with the Master of Whispers, some officers charged them. But it wasn't even a fight. I grabbed whoever I could and dragged them behind the cogitators. Then, I prayed for our rescue.
Alright, I'm ready to begin the ritual.
Who are you to oppose destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own? So many threads stretch between you and other creatures of your world. Pitiful, worthless links, ready to shatter at the slightest touch. A muddled, erratic, pointless tangle.
You are to blame for her death?
I am the beginning and the end, and all that courses in between. I am the voice of the truth that is destined to triumph. For this triumph is the terminal point of every twisted maze of fate.
Okay.
This violent vowed to return with a trophy. A relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirement's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
Hold on, just got a big storm rolling in again. Just wanting to close our door to our unit here before real bad thing starts hitting inside. Okay. And back in. Alright, let's see what we'll do next.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
Seneschal, the Navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Like, it looks like the windows are open to the void. You should not be seeing outside during warp.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you, with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow, that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision, it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live.
Yes.
The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained, for the second in line to the rogue trader dynasty survived, and through the strength of his resolve, saved those who were counting on him for protection.
Well, saved so far. We'll see. Getting a weird clicking on the, oh, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna pause it right here and make myself some real coffee, because last one was bad. Okay, we're filtering water, I've ground some beans up. Let's continue. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your role as Lord Captain. For those who are about to join us in the bridge, this will be also their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among senior and middle ranks. Some of the posts have been fulfilled by the deputy's deputy, while others entirely on deck clans are deciding to take over the leader. Okay. Have you succeeded in tracking down the traitor? Alright, let's summon the people. Introduce me to my officers. So the Voxmaster. Our Helmsmaster. Die before he comes to grief, okay. Our Factorum oversees supplies, procurement, and general material well-being. Master of Ordnance, Infernus, who is work crew to prevent and extinguish fires in ship, and lastly the Drive Master. Is that everyone? The Choir Master, Astropath, okay, it's not with us, so that's a psychic that communicates psychically outside of radio signal. Okay. Master of Arms. And the Confessor, so like the chaplain or padre for the ship, working on funerary. The Master of Arms is dead. Her replacement is still searching people down, okay? All others are adjutants, secretaries, deputies will make recordings. Okay, Master Helmsman. Okay. So we're missing our navigator that lets us go into the warp, and our engine master, so that's a problem. But there's signals from inside system. So we got more than enough fuel. Okay, Master Factorum. $2,000 dead. Oh, well, it's close to 10% of our crew. Alright, we need to replenish crew. But we can do that at Rykad Minoris. Okay, Drive Master. How are our engines? So, when it comes to machine spirits, it's kind of a bit like a lobotomized AI. You never had like a computer that doesn't work, and then you have someone come along and you call IT for help, and as soon as they show up, it works. It's kind of the machine spirits at work. Great. Rangers here prime, fell in battle, most terrible loss. Okay. Alright, what about the fires? Okay, so fires are out, damage is being repaired. Master of Ordnance. Okay. Silence. He's speaking out against me. Okay, let's see. Stand down, release him. A moment of weakness. No. I have to establish my control. And a moment of weakness can allow the warp in. To summarize, contain massive losses. New Engineer Voyager, okay? And we can only do major damage at footfall, but that's another system. Okay. What about the system we're in? Nablus Nobilite. Minoris is not responding. Ongoing hostilities. Thank you for your reports. Dismissed. Okay. So, putting aside what I know out of character, we have a lot to do to repair the ship and get it operational again. Okay, so let's do oil and some water. Get the kettle going for me. Okay. All right. Came across a strange handwritten letter. So we came here because of an Inquisitor asked us to. So we found Xavier Calicar's. So we have to find the interrogator. And I must take up the reins of the Von Valancius Protectorate. Okay. Endura, sister. Sacred suffering ailment, dark madness. Insist on seeing. I'm following her because I don't want to. Yeah, probably wise. Personal request. Daybreak. Come to your senses, Adira. Damn it, your largest. Even me future hit me so hard mid spinning. Daybreak or dawn. Okay. Yeah, his voices are going berserk, shouting at once. I can't make sense of it. I'll know as soon as I can report. And then she can tell me my future. Right, so I've gone up a level. Let's bring my perception up. +3. Oh. Based on intelligence. Sounds good. Abelard. Thick skin. Let's make you a little stronger. Crazy one. Willpower. Mental breach. Alright, so increase the strength of her. Rack and ruin. Does more damage while we're standing around people. Alright, Voxmaster. Address the crew. What are your Vox duties? Eyes and ears, da-da-da. The Vox spirits told you anything? No. You're apparently... Are you Voidborn? So that's someone who's born on a spaceship and raised on a spaceship, so never seen the light. How are the Voidborn... Where does the word Voidborn come from? Born in the Void. Tell me about the lives and the crew. So it's basically people that treat it as their world. Have you ever left the ship? Okay, so horribly agoraphobic, okay? How do you find life on the ship? Okay, how do others treat you? So I have a different culture and habits, okay? Sounds like you're friends with Adira. Alright, I have boiled water to pour into my ground up. ground up more this time. I said I tried a new coffee brand and not really a fan. Tried a local roaster that I've seen at all the stores. Have never really been interested in it, but it was a bit on sale, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. So a deer chained after one incident, and we start to drift apart, then withdraw even more. Okay. So something's going on with Adira. I need to speak to my Helmsmaster. You're also Voidborn. Finish your story, Ravner. Tell me of the Voidborn from his opinion. What's your opinion of the other officers? Okay. Okay. Do you like anyone at all? Okay. Let's walk around. Argenta.
Rogue Trader.
Personal request for me?
I indeed have a request, Rogue Trader. The accursed servants of Chaos who assaulted this ship took the lives of your loyal crew members, and they orphaned many children, including the progeny of the brave officers who defended their posts until the bitter end. I don't know what customary practices there are for cases like this in von Valancius territory, but in the world I'm familiar with, the children of such brave souls could expect to receive some special consideration. Perhaps the Rogue Trader could meet with the orphans?
Okay. Well, the children of officers, chances are they're slightly more educated. Make arrangements for a meeting. I'll meet with them, no formalities. Deliver an order on my behalf. I'll meet them with a speech. I need to start increasing loyalty in the ship. I don't know, treating the kids right might increase some of my loyalty. Maybe? Question mark? Okay, Okay, a group of adolescents sitting there, okay. Division of the Ecclesiarchy responsible for upbringing, education, training orphans, says nobles. Okay. Brave ones, master's ship, emperor's will. I will now address you. Furnace master, do you serve as a teacher? I just look out for them. Chip and rations here and there. I think we'll go with the Grandly one. Praising their parents. Hang on, Miller, if you at the end stir. Why should we care? Our friends and parents died in the dozens, and you will not just give us speeches. Ignore it. Rest assured, you won't be abandoned. You will be taken care of. Okay, learn how to salute. Okay. So, make sure we're looking after the officers, which is like almost like the nobility of the ship. They are aristocracy. I am, of course, the highest rank of aristocracy on the ship. Not quite nobility, because I haven't recognized my role yet. Okay, so we got to go talk to the tech people. Got to put the ship in order. Before we move on. Coffee now in hand again. Hopefully a real one. Alright. Do we have anything along here? Alright, let's talk to the repair dude. Entering service. Okay. It's only tells after you just don't like to bring our woes. What was that about to bring our woes? Don't even understand. Oh, okay. Man, what if I was several depressurized as disciplinary? And why was I able to put a curse on you this instant? How'd you come into our service? So we sentenced you, okay. Or ancestors. Tell me about your guild. How's the guild organized? Repairmen, firefighters, inspectors. What state-of-the-art equipment? Respirators, fire extinguishers, let's face it, Rising Free not worth much. It's more important we save the machines and minimize damage, okay? What traditions do you have? Burn marks. You get a tattoo on your scar when you survive, okay? How'd you get your reminders? Animal where his wife died. There was a fire. Flames were getting close. Okay. Put out the fires and was losing. Took my hand, kissed me, and straight for the blaze. Activate the emergency blast door. And then she went and vented the compartment while she was in it. That is service to the ship. Alright, that's enough for now. Alright. Abelard.
Lord Captain.
Let's talk about things that will be useful to me as a rogue trader.
A noble aspiration, Lord Captain. I am ready to acquaint you with all the particulars that interest you.
Outline the situation of the Expanse for me.
This is a topic for an official briefing, not a casual conversation. But I will try to answer succinctly.
Man, that is bad
And if
coffee.
you permit, in my own words, the Coronis Expanse is considerably removed from the heart of the Imperium. This means that local warp routes become useless within months. Established pathways are regularly subject to attacks from all kinds of rabble. And in the only major port, the Imperium's frigates find themselves moored alongside pirate vessels. Until recently, the Coronis Expanse could hardly have been called a region of the Imperium. The situation has changed with the arrival of the Lord Inquisitor, but not by much. This place operates under its own rules, you see. More radical, so to speak. But ones that allow for a non-standard approach where there is a promise of victory. The Coronis Expanse is considered rogue trader territory for a reason. Only rogue traders have sufficient military might, audacity, and the rights granted them by the warrant to survive the leap into the unexplored part of the Expanse, and in the event of a successful outcome, to hold on to whatever they manage to capture on the frontier.
Okay, so who are the main players out here? Right, because we need to know that politics.
In the first instance, you should treat official representatives of the Imperium with respect.
Of course.
The Expanse may be on the fringes, but it still numbers among the territories of the Golden Throne. The arrival of the Lord Inquisitor has turned the Coronis Expanse into a less wild and uncontrolled region, to the regret of some individuals who had grown inured to the local lawlessness. Rogue traders such as yourself are also servants of the Imperium. They have been accorded special rights and powers. They wield immense authority within their territory, and they enjoy absolute respect in other parts of the Expanse. The most powerful of them are Caligos Winterscale and Incendia Bastal Chorda. Tread carefully when dealing with either of them.
Right.
If we are to speak of unclaimed territory, which is what Footfall is, among the scum that dwells on that handful of asteroids, there are 3 factions that wield considerable influence in the sector. The first is the Kazbalaka Mission, organized crime in its most primitive form. It holds sway over the Liege of Footfall, and has links to rogue trader Winterscale. The second faction is an offshoot of our shining ecclesiarchy, followers of St. Drusus. They are actively building their forces, and hold influence over rogue trader Chorda. And finally, the third faction, the Explorators, a wing of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are willing to die and kill for the secrets of the ancient technological heresies that are hidden among the stars of the Coronis Expanse.
Alright, what about the Betrayer?
You know, Lord Captain, I am no admirer of fine art. But when we next find ourselves in a civilized port, with time to spare, I will promptly find an artist and commission a portrait of the individual to whom you refer, with a hole between the eyes. Conrad Voigtveer. That he committed his treachery and escaped with his life was an unforgivable oversight. We both served Lord Captain Theodora for many years, and we never saw eye to eye. He was brash. He was never afraid of assuming responsibility, and he willingly took on difficult tasks. I am loath to admit it, but the von Valancius Protectorate continues to reap the fruits of his labors to this day. His service always garnered my respect. But everything else about him made me want to wring the neck of that two-faced snake. If you are taking comfort in the thought that we will hear no more of Conrad, Prepare to be disappointed. You thwarted his plans, his meticulously plotted and nurtured treachery. He is sure to attempt to strike at you, and he will use his contacts and knowledge of the Protectorate to do so. The only question, Lord Captain, is whether you will be able to anticipate his next steps. As you wish, Lord Captain.
All right, I'd like to know about you.
As you wish, Lord Captain. What would you like to know?
What were you before you became the Seneschal?
I used to be an officer in the Navis Imperialis. No, used to be is not quite right. It was not simply a job. It was my calling, the essence of my life. I was proud to serve Lord Captain Theodora, but in my heart and mind, I'm still an officer of the Imperium. I met Lord Captain Theodora on a mission where the Imperial Navy was providing reinforcement to the rogue traders' army on one of the frontier worlds. Our acquaintance was not easy. Working with people outside the Navy hierarchy has never been my strong suit. It was to my great surprise then, that after the mission's completion, I received a referral to leave my service in the Navy and join the rogue traders' personal council.
Okay.
It was a difficult choice for me. But I saw in the offer a chance to serve the interests of humanity even more effectively than in the Navis Imperialis. You do not need me to tell you just how remarkable a person Lord Captain Theodora was. I recognized her at once as a true leader and formidable creative force. One who had built a protectorate amidst the dangers and wildness of the expanse.
Leaving the Navy is far from easy. Why were you planning to leave?
You could say there was no one among the naval command who was willing to impede the wishes of the rogue trader. To do so would be to risk their own position and their relationship with Theodora. The Lord Captain possessed certain contacts in the Imperial Navy. Contacts which she used to request help during the conflict on the border world. And which enabled her to make me an offer that resulted in my joining her retinue. The Navis Imperialis is an ancient institution with its own mandates and muster lists. On occasion, in the heat of an official briefing, or an informal discussion, I violated those rules, determined to press my point. It is challenging to choose the words to accurately express my opinion on a situation or the actions of others that do not sound overly scathing or confrontational. Many in command were inclined to view my manner of speaking as unbefitting a person of my rank.
Do you have family?
I am a widower. I am a father of 4, and if my information is not outdated, a grandfather of 11. My family lives on Dargonus. None of my children express any eagerness or aptitude for serving aboard ship, and I would hardly have insisted that they follow in my footsteps.
All right, no more questions.
Lord Captain.
I think we should go to the Lord Captain's quarters. So they're fixing it up, repair it. Coat of arms. Hefty schematics of our edition. Okay. Oh. Her portrait. Well, we're going to take that down because I'm in charge now. So regicide was interrupted. Yeah, I wish I could take those weapons off the wall. Weird thing here. What's this? Liturgies of the Faithful. Kept open there for a long time. Some weird rock. Parlor organ. Okay. Too quiet for his bulky size. Now, does this let me look at other things? I don't think I contributed to it, but I'll look that up another time. Like glinting a polished skull, some Xenos. Can we get a good look at it? It's orc. Bookshelves pack ancient books. No rewards available. What's this? Long dead eyes of a fierce monster. I don't know what that is. Alright, let's see what this is. Final transfers of Fiery Reckoning now equipped. Objects have been loaded. So we're trading something. Oh. Years of work. Vortigern, Valancius line with the Master. Because this is here where she was upset with him. Can look out at space. Oh, let's change my appearance a bit. Okay, so tattoo number 1 is what? Nothing. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So tattoo number 1. Where can we add this in? No. Gold. I want to try and add a Rogue Trader tattoo. Actually, wait a minute. Was it 5? 4. And 1. Because I think that makes it look like it's overlaid. I think that looks good. Like it looks like I've put a newer tattoo over an older one. And that's good. Okay, so 4. Three, 2, 1, 5. I don't want it to make it too light colored. I wish I could add more augmentations, like a third, because I'd like to put like a little red thingy there then. But I can't. So now we've taken that and said I am officially the Lord Captain. One of the things I need to get done before I end this 3-hour session is speak to you. There we go. Alright, so the ship is now mine. We'll get a briefing with him when we come back as we sort the ship out. But I wanted better. Well, I think this is a good spot to finish the session. Good view, good screen. Got my portrait up. Everything's ready to go. So I'm going to stick with this as a role-playing one. I'm not going to min-max. I'm not going to try and pick the stuff that's the best. It's more what Mhorgrimm, Lord Captain Mhorgrimm would be like. Same with my staff, my retinue. And yeah, it's like it's not going like a purely dogmatic or a purely iconoclast or a purely heretic play. I may do one of those if there's more interest. This is about me trying to immerse myself in the grim dark of the Rogue Trader universe out here in the Coronis Expanse. Until next time, this has been Mhorgrimm. I hope to see you again soon. I hope you're taking care of yourselves until then. But until then, bye for now.